Hello everybody, my name is ALISA and this is hobbykr, the channel where I make videos about anime events and culture, mostly in South Korea. I recently hit 500 subscribers, I'm super happy about it. So I decided to make this my anime coaster collection video because so many of my coasters are tied to videos that I have made. So I thought it would be like a nice guide for people who are new to watch some videos that I've already made that they might be interested in. So this is my anime coaster collection and I will be linking the videos where the coasters come from as I speak about them. Without any further ado, let's get to the video. So this first coaster is actually from the newest Love Live Cafe, and I actually didn't get this from buying anything. I found it like randomly forgotten in a little bench and there was no one around, so I just took it because I thought it was really cute. The next coaster is from the Fate Zero Cafe at UFO Table. Back in the day when UFO Table was not packed every day and you could go without a reservation. I really miss those days. This was one of the first anime cafes I went to and I got Iskander, which I was really happy about because I really like Fate Zero and Iskander specifically. Next is this Hijikata from Gintama coaster that I got as a gift when I bought something in an anime store. It's fan-made, obviously, and I actually use this even though it's cardboard, so you can actually see like the stains at the back, but it's a really cute coaster and it was one of the first anime things I got when I came back to Seoul. Next is this Snow Miku coaster from the Snow Miku Cafe in More Fun Cafe. It was also one of my first videos, and if you like Vocaloid, I really recommend you watch this. Next is this coaster from Alternative Girls 2. This is a pretty obscure game that had a cafe, also in the More Fun Cafe, and I recommend you watch that video because if you like that anime, or I mean that game, there's like no videos about them in English especially. I still don't know much about the game, but it's cool that I have a coaster for it. Next is this Kizuna Eye coaster from the Kizuna Eye Cafe in More Fun Cafe. This was also one of the first videos I made in a cafe. It's super cute. I love Kizuna Eye. That cafe was incredibly cute and I love this coaster. I love the quality of the coasters in More Fun Cafe. They're like a cool texture, I don't know. Next is this Afterglow Coaster. I love this coaster and I hold it so dear to my heart because number one, I got it in Hongdae Dungeon, which doesn't exist anymore and was one of the best anime stores in Seoul, and also because I got this in the Bang Dream Cafe that they had back in the day when I didn't even know what Bang Dream was. I didn't like it. I just went because I wanted to make a video about it, but it's so amazing looking back how far I've come in like my love for Bang Dream, and the fact that I have this coaster just makes me so happy that I decided to go to the cafe and keep it because little did I know it would become such a big passion of mine, and I love this coaster. Next, I have this Mystic Messenger coaster, also from the cafe in Hongdae Dungeon. That is one of my most popular videos ever because Mystic Messenger is pretty popular and there's not that much content out there for it. And yeah, this was a great experience. I used to love the game when it first came out. I played the whole thing, and it was one of the best cafes I've gone to. Definitely recommend watching that video. Next is this Fate Extella Link coaster from Hongdae Dungeon as well. These are all pretty rare because they're from Hongdae Dungeon, which doesn't exist anymore. This cafe wasn't super special, but it's cool to see something for Fate Extella Link. I feel like Hongdae Dungeon always had cafes for things that weren't like super mainstream, so this was back in the release of the game Fate Extella Link. Next is this Fate Apocrypha coaster. This was an animate cafe. I forget where this was from. I think this was in Poppable Cafe in Yongsan, but I will link the video for it either way. But I'm having trouble remembering like where I got this coaster from right now. But it says animate, so I'm assuming it was in Yongsan, in the cafe that they have there. Next is this King of Prism coaster that I got in the More Fun Cafe, the first King of Prism cafe in More Fun. It was one of the first videos I made as well, and it's just a really cute coaster. I think King of Prism aesthetic in general is pretty cute. And this is the second coaster I got that day because I got 2 items, and for every item you received a coaster. I like this one more than the other one. I think this character's design is more my style. Next up, we have this Gilgamesh From Fate Grand Order Coaster. I haven't even got this out of the plastic, nor will I, because it's just cardboard. I got this in the Anime X Games Festival last year, and I love it. It's really thick, and I adore Gilgamesh's character design. Next is this coaster from the most recent King of Prism Cafe in the Morphon Cafe. I think the quality of the paper that they used is very different in these, but I prefer these designs, and I like this character that I got more. I don't know much about the names of the characters in King of Prism, but yeah. And this is the other coaster I got that day, because again, in that cafe, for everything you purchase, you get one coaster. Next, I got this coaster from the Ufotable Idolish 7 Cafe that happened fairly recently. I made that video fairly recently as well, and I spent so much time on that editing, so please go give it a watch if you like Idolish 7. Next is this Archer Cafe from Fate Heaven's Feel, I'm pretty sure. I got this back in the release of the Heaven's Feel movie, and because I was one of the first people to go get it, I got one of the signed ones. This is an original, this is like a printed signature, but still it's pretty cool to have this coaster, and I love Archer. Next, I have this coaster from the Lord El Meloy Anime Ufotable Cafe. I really like the designs of these coasters, and I really liked what I ordered in that cafe. The Ed cake was really, really delicious. Next is this coaster from the Conan Cafe. There was a Conan Cafe in Seoul that lasted quite a while, and it was actually like a legit restaurant. It's one of the most legit cafes I've ever seen. I think it might still be open, but I'm not entirely sure. But yes, I have this coaster, and it's super cute and very thick cardboard, and it's a nice part of my collection. Next, I have this Tanjiro coaster from one of the first times I went to the Kimetsu no Yaiba Ufotable Cafe back when it wasn't filled to the brim. Those were the days. I really missed that time. But yeah, this was one of my first Tanjiro coasters. And here is my other Tanjiro coaster from another time that I went to the Kimetsu no Yaiba cafe at Ufotable. Next is this coaster from the Bungo Stray Dogs Cafe in Animate in the Poppable Cafe in Yongsan. It's really cute. I like this material because it feels kind of waterproof. It is paper, but it feels kind of waterproof. And here is the other coaster I got that day. Super cute. Next is this coaster from my video from taste testing Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira drinks. It's when I got like 4 drinks and my friend got 1. So this is one of my most popular videos as well, and as you'll see now, I got a lot of coasters that day. So we have Himejima, I remembered, then we have Mitsuri, then we have Rengoku. I really like the colors of this one. I love all the coasters in the Ufotable Cafe, the Kimetsu no Yaiba series. I just think the designs are really nice. And we have Genya. And finally, we have... Oh my god, I totally blanked. I'm blanking on his name, but we have this dude. The fabulous dude. Next, I have these silicone coasters from Yuyu Hakusho. These I didn't get in any cafe or anything. They are blind bags and they are incredible. I've been trying to complete the collection. I have most of them, I believe, but I got all the ones I could find when I actually found them, but I haven't been able to find the rest. I really want Yusuke and Kurama, but I haven't been able to find them. Still, I'm really happy with my collection, and I do think I have most. Some of them are damaged, as you can see, because I had the genius idea of putting a hot pan on top of them. So unfortunately, I didn't think like, oh, hot things are gonna make a mark on silicone. So I have 2 that are pretty damaged, but this one is by far the most damaged. So it's a shame, but you can still see the general shape and the color. This Kuwabara one is one that I have found most recently, that I bought in a secondhand store. And finally, the Koenma one, which I love. I do use these because they're actually useful, unlike cardboard coasters, and they're such a valuable part of my collection. Next, I have a Dinko Acrylic Coaster. This is by far my most expensive coaster. I got this for like 20 bucks. And yeah, I mean, I'm a Dinko collector, so I was willing to pay the price, but it is nice that it's acrylic and I actually use it. I put a coat of nail polish on the back so that the paint wouldn't chip. And yeah, I love this. Finally, I have these two coasters from my most recent cafe video of Haikyuu to the top. They're very cute. They have these little chibis, and yeah, here is the other one I have. I like this color scheme and I like the drink. I wish they had that drink in the cafe. So that is it for my coaster collection. I hope you guys found this video entertaining and useful if you want to refer back to some of the videos I have already made. I feel so happy looking back at these memories, and I'm so glad that I've collected these coasters. I am so glad I started this channel, and I've had such a fun time showing you guys kind of like the places I love and the things I love. And I'm happy that although slowly I am growing, and I just hope that in the future more and more people will be able to see my videos and we can both share this hobby that we love so much. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.